Hello all, and welcome back to Chreos Gaming. I am continuing my low magic run of Skyrim. In the last video we discovered this temple where we learned that Alduin was defeated in part by a shout. Unfortunately, the blades that we are with, Delphine and Esbern, do not know which shout that was. Neither do I, and so we have to go speak to the Greybeards again, in Hyhrothgar. So we're gonna head that way, with a brief stopover for me to reduce some weight because I collected some dragon bones. And of course, I'm hoping that my horse is alive as usual. I do have a quick save in place still, for in the off chance that it is not, because I won't find out by going to going to Hyhrothgar, unfortunately. Hyhrothgar does not have a spot where my horse is. Come on. Come on. There we go. Good, good. That was not quicker. It was meant to be a shortcut, and unfortunately I did it wrong. So, I'll step in here, drop off the dragon parts, and then resume when I get back out of Hyhrothgar. Alright, with that done, we can now head off to the Hyhrothgar to learn about the shout, hopefully. And thankfully... Oh, hey! My horse does come with me to Hyhrothgar, and I do know that it's okay. Wonderful! Yay! Alright, Argnir, are you here? Somewhere? Maybe? Last time you came out to meet me. What are you doing this time? Just kind of hanging out? Are you sleeping? No, you were just sitting. Oh, good.
Ah, you've retrieved the horn of Jörgen Windcaller. Well done. You have now passed all the trials. Come with me. It is time for us to recognize you formally as Dragonborn.
Oh, okay. I'd forgotten I still needed to do that. So we can do that. And then I will ask you about a shout that can destroy a or pull a dragon from the sky after that. No reason to interrupt a ceremony, right? Do we have to go outside for this, or are you going to do... Nope, looks like we're going to do it in this little zone. That's fine with me.
You are ready to learn the final word of implementing force. Da, which means push. Da. With all three words together, this shout is much more powerful. Use it wisely. Master Wulfgar will now gift you with his knowledge of Da. You have completed your training, Dragonborn. We would speak to you. Stand between us and prepare yourself. Few can withstand the unbridled voice of the Greybeards, but you are ready. Ringra crossis san, strundul, orthi wala, lo, ran, now. Meisnu ismir dovasebrom daman da rock. Dovahkiin, you have tasted the voice of the Greybeards and passed through unscathed. Hyhrothgar is open to you.
Woohoo! So I am sure there would be some level of translation for that on the internet somewhere, but I'm not going to go look it up at the moment. Excuse me, Argnir, I was not done.
Wind, guide you.
I need to learn the shout used to defeat Alduin. There we go.
Where did you learn of that? Who have you been talking to?
It was recorded on Alduin's wall.
The Blades, of course. They specialize in meddling in matters they barely understand. Their reckless arrogance knows no bounds. They have always sought to turn the Dragonborn from the path of wisdom. Have you learned nothing from us? Would you simply be a tool in the hands of the Blades to be used for their own purposes?
Alright. The Blades just want to defeat Alduin, don't you?
What I want is irrelevant. This shout was used once before, was it not? And here we are again. Have you considered that Alduin was not meant to be defeated? Those who overthrew him in ancient times only postponed the day of reckoning. They did not stop it. If the world is meant to end, so be it. Let it end and be reborn.
So, you won't help me?
No, not now. Not until you return to the path of wisdom. Dragonborn? Wait. Forgive me, I was intemperate. I allowed my emotions to cloud my judgment. Master Hyhrothgar reminded me of my duty. The decision whether or not to help you is not mine to make.
Okay, so you can teach me this shout?
No, I cannot teach it to you, because I do not know it. It is called Dragon Rend, but its words of power are unknown to us. We do not regret this loss. Dragon Rend holds no place within the way of the voice.
Okay, so what's so bad about Dragon Rend?
It was created by those who had lived under the unimaginable cruelty of Alduin's dragon cult. Their whole lives were consumed with hatred for dragons, and they poured all their anger and hatred into this shout. When you learn a shout, you take it into your very being. In a sense, you become the shout. In order to learn and use this shout, you will be taking this evil into yourself.
Okay, so if the shout is lost, how can I defeat Alduin?
Only Paarthurnax, the master of our order, can answer that question, if he so chooses.
Okay, who is Paarthurnax?
He is our leader. He surpasses us all in his mastery of the way of the voice.
Great then. I need to speak to Paarthurnax.
You weren't ready. You still aren't ready. But, thanks to the Blades, you now have questions that only Paarthurnax can answer.
Okay, so why haven't I met Paarthurnax?
He lives in seclusion on the very peak of the mountain. He speaks to us only rarely, and never to outsiders. Being allowed to see him is a great privilege.
Great. How do I see him?
Only those whose voice is strong can find the path. We will teach you a shout to open the way to Paarthurnax.
Woohoo! Okay then. Yeah, the whole notion that, well, maybe the world ought to just be destroyed. Okay.
Well, and even admitting that the Alduin's rule was cruel.
Does bring up the question of how is that decided then? Like, is it just fatalism? Whatever shall be, shall be. But at that point, if you work to stop it and you're successful, then that just is what shall be. And so, whatever is, is. So it doesn't really work that way? Like, I don't know. And if it is that there's some design to it, then the question is from whence comes the design? If it isn't just fatalistic.
The path to Parthenax lies through this gate. I will show you how to...
Dang it.
Game developers.
Yep. Oh, I see what you're saying. I was saying dang it. But I know. Wow, all 3 words at the same time.
Did you need to get closer to the other one?
Maybe. Maybe I just need to stare at them longer? There we go. Yeah, I just needed to actually be next to them.
I will grant you my understanding of clear skies. This is your final gift from us, Dragonborn. Use it well. Clear skies will blow away the mist, but only for a time. The path to Parthenax is perilous, not to be embarked upon lightly. Keep moving, stay focused on your goal, and you will reach the summit.
Okay. Thank you. Yep, use clear skies shout to open the path. So if I go... Nope, not inventory. Magic. Shouts. I can put clear skies in favorites. I don't think I need unrelenting force. But now I have clear skies. Come up here. That was the wrong button. I thought F was my shouts. No, F is favorite. V? No. How do I shout? Z.
Look!
Apparently using it knocks me over, too. That's interesting. Alright, so now I am off to go try to talk to Parthenax. And if I'm lucky, I won't run into any, what do you call them? Frost trolls, because I do not think I am tough enough to deal with a frost troll yet.
Look!
There we go. Well, it's definitely doing what its name suggests. Sort of. Wait. Wait. And shout.
Look!
Oh hey, a goat. Why is the goat able to be here? Like, shouldn't it be having the same problem with this area as I would have? I am confused, and now the goat is gone. What? Okay, maybe the goat fell off?
Look!
Apparently there's some damage associated with being in the... Oh, hello.
Look!
Where'd it go? There it is. Come on back. Haha! I actually killed an ice wraith with Malay. That's awesome. Alright. And there's another one. Ow. This one's fighting back more. Haha! 2 ice wraiths dead. That's nice. Now, I expect he said you had to be quick. Oh, the goat died. So apparently the goats don't survive here, after all.
Well, not with ice wraiths.
No, apparently.
Look!
That didn't work nearly as well as it could have. Must now wait again for it. Oh, yep. The back is filling in a little bit. Good to know.
Look!
That's a nice open clearing. Oh, getting kind of high up here. Yeah, it's quite the view. Guess I shouldn't lollygag and sightsee. Come on, too much though. Hey, another goat. Must not be any ice wraiths nearby if this goat's still alive. And that looks like a marker of some sort. Excuse me, goat. Uh-oh. I was wrong. And it makes you wonder why ice wraiths are... Like, is it attacking me because it's hungry? Is it attacking me because it can't stand the warmth of life? I have no clue. Oh, yay, more shouting.
Look!
It's as cold as ice.
I think colder, probably.
An ice wraith?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, depending on what the ice is made of. I mean, if it's water ice, then it's 31 Fahrenheit or something like that. 30, maybe. Alcohol ice, depending on the concentration of alcohol, would be lower. Still up.
There's part of me that wonders if Parthenax is actually a dragon.
And why is that?
Well, because the shouts are based on dragon words, and so who better to master and teach dragon words than
A dragon? Well, not a bad theory.
Ah!
Right.
Ah!
Okay. Apparently I got too close to that wall. Didn't think I did, but the game did. Man, that sapped health and stamina very quickly. Yay, Throat of the World discovered. Hey, and there's a new word wall.
Hey, there's a dragon.
Mm-hmm. And it has an arrow on it.
Am I right?
Rem Yolok, greetings, Wundernik. I am Parthenax.
Oh my.
Who are you? What brings you to my Strunmach, my mountain?
Do you not know who I am? I think you already know who I am.
Yes, Vaza. You speak true, Dovahkiin. Forgive me. It has been long since I held Tinvak with a stranger. I gave in to the temptation to prolong our speech.
Okay. Why live alone on a mountain if you love conversation?
Evenar Balok, there are many hungers it is better to deny than to feed. Drechni Nakib, discipline against the lesser aids in Kachnar, denial of the greater. Tell me, why do you come here, Volan? Why do you intrude on my meditation?
I need to learn the Dragon Rend shout. Can you teach me?
Drem, patience. There are formalities which must be observed at the first meeting of two of the Dove. By long tradition, the Elder speaks first. Hear my Thum. Feel it in your bones. Match it if you are Dovahkiin. Why do you intrude here if not for Tinvak?
Okay. Learn the word of power from Parthenax.
A gift, Dovahkiin. You'll understand fire as the Dove do. Now, show me what you can do. Greet me, not as elf, but as Dova.
Okay, item. Oh, not items. Magic. Shouts. Fire breath.
Yes, Sosedo Vlostmul. The dragon blood runs strong in you. It is long since I had the pleasure of speech with one of my own kind. So, you have made your way here to me. No easy task for a jaw mortal, even for one of Dovasos, dragon blood. What would you ask of me?
Well, I already asked. Can you teach me Dragon Rend?
I have expected you, Proda. You would not come all this way for Tinvak with an old Dova. No, you seek your weapon against Alduin.
Yes, I do. So the Greybeards didn't want me to come at all.
Yes, they are very protective of me, Bachlan Fadon. But I do not know the Thum you seek, Croesus. It cannot be known to me. Your kind, Jor, mortals, created it as a weapon against the Dove, the dragons. Our Hadrime, our minds, cannot even comprehend its concepts.
Okay, so how can I learn it then?
Drem, all in good time. First, a question for you. Why do you want to learn this Thum?
I need to stop Alduin.
Yes, Alduin, Zembach, the elder brother, gifted, grasping, and troublesome, as is so often the case with firstborn. But why? Why must you stop Alduin?
The prophecy says that only the Dragonborn can stop him.
True, but Kostid, prophecy, tells what may be, not what should be. Kostid Salo Ak. Just because you can do a thing does not always mean you should. Do you have no better reason for acting than destiny? Are you nothing but a plaything of Des, of fate?
Can I save it? Nope. Okay. Well, I do not believe in destiny, but I will stop Alduin.
And so perhaps your destiny will be fulfilled. Who can say? Des Motmahus. Even to the Dove who ride the currents of time, destiny is elusive. Alduin believes that he will prevail, with good reason. Rakmul. And he is no fool, Nime, Rinnik Gutnol, far from it. He began as the wisest and most far-seeing of us all. But you have indulged my weakness for speech long enough, Croesus. Now I will answer your question. Do you know why I live here, at the peak of the Monavin, what you name Throat of the World?
No. I never thought about it.
This is the most sacred mountain in Skyrim, Zokravakstruma, the great mountain of the world. Here, the ancient tongues, the first mortal masters of the voice, brought Alduin to battle and defeated him.
Okay. Interesting. And they were using the Dragon Rend shout, right?
Yes and no. Viknusni Karon. Alduin was not truly defeated either. If he was, you would not be here today seeking to defeat him. The Nords of those days used the Dragon Rend shout to cripple Alduin, but this was not enough. Ok Mulag Unslad. It was the Kell, the Elder Scroll. They used it to cast him adrift on the currents of time.
Are you saying the ancient Nords sent Alduin forward in time?
Not intentionally. Some hoped he would be gone forever, forever lost. Meye. I knew better. Tidbo Amativ. Time flows ever onward. One day, he would surface. Which is why I have lived here. For thousands of mortal years, I have waited. I knew where he would emerge, but not when.
So, how does this help me?
Tid Krent. Time was shattered here because of what the ancient Nords did to Alduin. If you brought that Kell, that Elder Scroll back here to the Tid Ahran, the Time Wound, with the Elder Scroll that was used to break time, you may be able to cast yourself back to the other end of the break.
Ooh.
You could learn Dragon Rend from those who created it.
Okay then. That's interesting. So, at that point, do you know where I can find an Elder Scroll?
Croesus, no. I know little of what has passed below in the long years I have lived here. You are likely better informed than I.
Esbern Durand might have some idea.
Trust your instincts, Dovahkiin. Your blood will show you the way.
Quick, cut your hand and follow where it goes.
What do I do with the Elder Scroll when I find it?
Return it here to the Tid Ahran. Then, Kele Vomindok. Nothing is certain with such things. But I believe the scroll's bond with the Tid Ahran will allow you a seeing, a vision of the moment of its creation. Then you will feel, know Dragon Rend in the power of its first expression. You will see them, Wuthfadon, my friends, Haken, Gormlaith, Feldir.
Aiken, Gormlaith, Feldir? Who are they?
The first mortals that I taught the Thum, the first tongues, the leaders of the rebellion against Alduin. They were mighty in their day, even to attempt to defeat Alduin. Hyhrothgar. The Nords have had many heroes since, but none greater.
Okay. How could an Elder Scroll cast Alduin through time?
Vormendok, I do not know. Perhaps in the very doing, they erased the knowing of it from time itself. The Dove are children of Akatosh. Thus, we are specially attuned to the flow of time. Perhaps also uniquely vulnerable. I warned them against such a rash action. Even I could not foresee its consequences. Nust Lihorn. They would not listen.
You mean you were there?
Yes. There were a few of us that rebelled against Alduin's Thur, his tyranny. We aided the humans in his overthrow. But they did not trust us, ni Ov. Their inner counsels were kept hidden from us. I was far from here on the day of Alduin's downfall, but all Dove felt the sundering of time itself.
Okay, so what does Dragon Durand actually do?
I cannot tell you in detail. I never heard it used. Kogan. It was the first Thum created solely by mortals. It was said to force a dragon to experience the concept of mortality. A truly von Mindoran. Incomprehensible idea to the immortal Dove.
Huh. Okay, so you're the master of the Greybeards. Do others come here to train?
I have taught the way of the voice for centuries, and the Thum since long before that. But no, Dovahkiin. Others do not come here to train anymore. Saran, you are the first in over 100 years. I meditate on the Rotmulag, the words of power. I counsel in their use. It is enough for me.
You meditate on words? How?
Knowing a word of power is to take its meaning into yourself. Contemplate the meaning of a Rotmulag. You will become closer to that word as it fills your inner self. Will I teach you, Dovahkiin? What word calls you to deeper understanding? There are 3 to master. Fus, Faim, and Yol.
Well, Foos was force. I don't know what Faim is. Hey, Yol sounds cool.
In your tongue, the word simply means fire.
Oh.
It is change given form, power at its most primal. That is the true meaning of Yol. Solyek, power. You have it, as do all Dove. But power is inert without action and choice. Think of this as the fire builds in your sum, in your breath. Sum Ark Mora. What will you burn? What will you spare?
Okay. Well, I guess our next step.
Drem Yolok, greetings.
Thanks.
Lok Thum.
All right, that's interesting. And in the next one... Oh, hello, sir. That's a bit disturbing. I'm going to get out from underneath your mouth, if you don't mind. In the next one, we will go talk to Esbern. I believe last time in the No Mundane run, I talked to Ardnir. So to split and go the other way, I will go talk to Esbern this time. And I'll do that in the next video. Thanks all.
Hello all, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please click the like button below. You can also subscribe using the channel image in the center of the video. If you are interested in more content in this video series, to the left is a link to the full playlist. Alternatively, when it is available, to the right will be a link to the next video in the series. Thanks all.